Hi there. I was wondering, how much do you charge to tow a vehicle?
What kind of car is it?
Teslas have one huge problem. It's a battery. And even if you don't drive it, it will lose miles. And the one thing I'm always afraid of is what happens if I leave my Tesla, say, parked at the airport or somewhere for a long time, say 30 days. Will I come back to a dead Tesla? But to make it even more interesting, I'm also gonna be leaving this gas car for 30 days. I also honestly didn't think this test would cause so much drama in my neighborhood, but more on that later. And to make sure I'm not cheating, I'll be taping a piece of paper every single day for 30 days. Cue day one. This is actually my neighbor's car and he's gone overseas. It's currently the 15th and we're starting at 310 miles or 92%. And the tires are at 41 PSI. But first, let's turn off all the battery draining features. So Sentry mode's gonna be off. Dude, it's all in Chinese. 招待, 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 招待. So I need to change this to English right now. 放gao. Google Translate. Language, this one. Dude, this is insane. Google Photos for the win. So Sentry mode's gonna be off. Go to safety. Cabin overheat protection is gonna be off. If we go to autopilot, standby mode is off. We're gonna go to the secret service menu, see if there's any issues already. Low voltage battery is here. No problems, 15.3 volts. Meanwhile, in the gas car, I mean, there's nothing to turn off, but let's see what we're starting with. Oh. Day one, 256 miles. Pretty much at a quarter tank, 36 PSI. And we're still at 92%. Ooh, it's nice. 91%, 308 miles. Looks like the test already lost 2 miles and we're just getting started. It is windy today. Hopefully these don't fly away. Day 4, battery check. 91%, 307 miles. In the gas car, 256.
Over 10 occurred.
In the gas car, we're at 256 miles. Day 4, 91%. Day 5, 91%. Day 6. Get this bread. 91% or 306 miles. Day 7. 7 days in so far, and if you didn't know, if you keep checking the Tesla app, it actually drains the battery more. So for the next 23 days, I'm gonna try not to keep checking the battery, maybe check it every few days and see how much battery I actually lose. And with a gas car, I mean, it's a gas car. Nothing happened. Or so I thought. However, even though I put the days on the car every day, I actually forgot to check the battery health a few days in a row. I mean, the new Model Y came out, so I had to get that. A neighbor called security on me, so security came, but more on that later. We got a new stock tank pool, so I took some cold plunges with the dogs. Okay, let's check the battery life in my Tesla. Battery check. 88% or 297 miles. It means I lost like 2 miles in 3 days. I think because it's pretty cold. It's like 45 in the morning time. This is Simba, he has cancer. So we got him this pool so he could have a good time. No! And of course it rained a lot in sunny Southern California. But I still put my days up, rain or shine. And in my neighborhood, people started asking a lot of questions. They wanted to know what was going on with that car, why are there so many papers on it. So just putting a day on my car for our 30-day challenge. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like the car got TP'd. It's rained like so many times. So it looks like this. And look what I found on the car. I just saw this. If you have an issue with this vehicle being stored, then call security instead of being weird and taping papers on it. You're being inconsiderate of the owner. Grow up and report it. Since you wanted to act a fool and take time out of your day to make and tape all these signs, you can search for security's number by yourself, you weirdo. The owner said it was totally okay. I can totally do whatever I wanted to. I even offered to wash the car and do everything for him, but he said don't worry about it. But I thought it was just so funny. Little do they know, I still have 10 more days left, which means 10 more pieces of paper. Maybe I should put a note. Day 22, here's the note. I'm gonna put it right on top. Here we go, right here. then I also know who did it. That's a fun story. And while I assume because it's a Tesla and batteries don't like heat and cold, leaving my car outside in cold weather, I thought I drained a ton of battery. But 23 days later, I only lost 4% of battery. All right, so I mean, it's a gas car. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Let's see, I'm curious though. Wait. Did the gas car die? How to open Lexus dead. Dude, it's not even opening. It's not even manually opening. Okay, I'm freaking out now. Oh, I felt something click again. Dude, is it dead? I hope it's not completely dead because I don't want to have to tow this thing. I might have to tow it, but let's go ahead and open this up. This is a brand new battery. It was replaced this month, but I think this completely died. So now because this is dead, nothing works. So now I gotta go get my jump starter that's in my Tesla. Let me get that real quick. We have the red one here. We have the black one here. Okay. Wow, it set off the car alarm. It's so dead. Holy, the car battery is like completely dead. I don't even think my jump start is working. That is insane. So now I gotta look up a towing company. It's a Lexus.
It's gonna be $225.
Okay, so here's the problem. The battery is so dead that like it's not gonna jump start. So now I have to wait a little bit and I have to charge up that way. But I think this is kicked already. There's like no battery in here now. So I had to get a second one. But I don't even think this is strong enough to charge it up. So I'm just gonna let it charge up for like 10 or 15 minutes. Look, it's already at one battery. So that one died. While the Tesla's parked here doing nothing, let's quickly talk about today's sponsor, Insurify. Got my handy dandy notes right here, as they said things to say. Insurify is your #1 online hub for car, home, and pet insurance. While they do all that, I actually did my own research because I was looking for car insurance. Because we're getting a new car soon, I wanted to see if there's somewhere out there where I could have better rates, something cheaper. Insurify is kind of like your one-stop hub. You input all this information and it finds all of the insurance companies out there, tries to find the best and cheapest package for you. The cool thing is it's all like no hassle, all free. You just put your information down, your email address, all that stuff. That way they can find an accurate quote in your area. It's also all customizable with your coverage amount, roadside assistance, car rentals, all that stuff. While I never heard of some of these insurance companies they recommended, it's nice just to see the breakdown, how much I potentially could be saving if I switch those carriers. That's pretty much Insurify's goal, for you to save money. I just recommend Googling and doing your research on the companies they recommend first before diving in. Since I always say it's always better to pay a little bit more for peace of mind than save a couple bucks and be through so much stress and hassle. And don't be afraid to try it a couple times because I was able to get different type of insurance companies the second time I tried it. But no matter what, it's all free and it's no hassle. If you guys are interested, I'll just link in the description below. It's the final countdown. We'll put the actual song in there, okay? I'm so bad at singing. Day 30, baby. Yes. It opened! So I started at 92% or 310 miles, and right now I'm at 87% or 294 miles. So in 30 days, I only lost 5% battery, which is equivalent to only 16 miles of range. And my car didn't die. It's perfect. My tire pressure is 41. Last seen December 2024. So I gotta drive it a little bit and see how it is now. So in 30 days, it only dropped 1 PSI. That's crazy. See you later. The car hasn't been used in so long, it left like a car-shaped shadow of dirt. So funny.
One eternity later.
I did it. I waited like 30 minutes. I still use my old jump starter right here, but it turned on. And then I held the button. I got into this car 30 days ago. It said I had 256 miles of gasoline range. And now it says I only have 229 miles, which is crazy. So I'm not sure if it's because of the heat and cold, it evaporated the gas, which caused me to lose more gas. But I have less miles than it said before. And while this car does have a dash cam, it does have a battery backup, so I don't think that's why the car died. I honestly thought the gas car would still have the same amount of gas. So Teslas are pretty awesome. So while my Tesla lost 5% in 30 days, which isn't that bad at all, because it has that high voltage battery, it was able to recharge that smaller battery. Unlike my gas car, which has nothing to recharge it, so it just completely died, even though it's a brand new battery. Which means parking a Tesla long-term isn't that bad. If you do have a Tesla and have to park it long-term, I do recommend trying to keep it plugged in. A lot of parking places have long-term parking electric charging. But if you leave your Tesla for a long time, definitely turn off all the battery draining settings like Sentry Mode, cabin overheat protection, and standby on summon. Because with Teslas at least, if you use their onboard dash cam, which is their Sentry Mode, and you leave it on, you can lose so much battery. Like for instance, I was gone for 10 days and I left my Sentry Mode on at the airport and I consumed over 100%, which is insane. Luckily I had it plugged in or I might have came back to a dead car. But Tesla does turn off all those safety features if the battery gets 20%. That way it can save the most battery. So because I found the car in Chinese, I gotta put it back to its native language, Chinese. Where's Chinese? Wait. There's different types of Chinese. Is it traditional Hong Kong Chinese or Taiwan Chinese? They have the voice recognition and it looks like, honestly looks Japanese to me. I have no idea. Look at this, yeah, that looks right. Let me know in the comments below if I'm right or not.